Shout out to everybody. We are back again. I appreciate everybody for all the support on the channel. We ended up making over 100,000 subscribers. I do want to say shout out to everybody for that. You know, we've been grinding. We've been working. A lot of people said it couldn't happen, you know, and y'all have proved them wrong by liking, sharing the video, subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. And we've been on the run for about a month. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up, you know, doing what we had to do. Shout out to everybody for supporting the channel. I see y'all coming into the chat. Shout out to Ghetto Guy. Appreciate you. Shout out to the real Derek Jackson. Salute. So subscriber ended up sending me something on Twitter, right? And it says that, hold on. Let's go ahead. I kind of want to show y'all what's going on. I went ahead and reacted to it. I did a upload, and now I want to like kind of share my thoughts with y'all on live about this. And then we're going to get into some videos. Shout out to everybody. So it says, breaking, Kamala refuses to say how she voted on Proposition 36, a California bill to increase the sentence of drug trafficking and theft. Let's listen to what she got to say.
Madam Vice President, have you returned the ballot to California, and how did you vote on Prop 36?
So my ballot is on its way to California, and I'm going to trust the system that it will arrive there. And I am not going to talk about the vote on that because, honestly, it's the Sunday before the election, and I don't intend to create an endorsement one way or another around it.
She don't think that's an issue. She don't really think that's an issue. Like, come on, y'all. You want to be the commander-in-chief of the United States of America, and you're trying to hide your vote on Proposition 36. It's a California bill. Because she don't want people to know. This is crazy. It says, breaking, Kamala refuses to say how she voted on Proposition 36, a California bill to increase the sentence on drug trafficking and theft. So you always telling us, right, that you prosecute transnational criminal organizations. Go ahead and tell us what your position is on Proposition 36. Why are you trying to omit information to the public? Like, why don't you, like, she don't understand, like, it is, like, people's right to know how she stands. Like, isn't she an elected official in California? Shouldn't they know how she stands? They're gonna find out anyway. She wants y'all to find out by her sending it through the mail. Because if she sends it through the mail, it's going to take time for it. By the time it gets to where it needs to go, for people to see what her vote is, the election to be over. She's trying to pull a fast one. She is trying to pull a fast one. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, this is what the system. I say this, and I mean this when I say it. This lady right here is, you know, she's the same old type politician. This is nothing new. Like, what are you trying to hide? Why don't you want us to know how you're voting? Nobody gonna question her on that? What's she hiding? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down. And people want to vote for her. I don't know why. Mafioso with the $5 donation said, congratulations on reaching 100,000 subscribers. Hey, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Everybody's been subscribing and rocking with the channel. I really appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? So, and we've been live a lot. Y'all been rocking out with your boy. You know what I mean? We've been live a lot. Appreciate you, Mafioso. You one of the biggest contributors on the channel. I appreciate y'all. And for all the new members, like, we've got a lot of new members. So if you come in here, you're going to get priority. You know, me, like, answer your questions and stuff like that. Shout out, because that's, like, for supporting the channel and everything. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. So I don't know. Like, this worries me. And this is the lady saying that, you know, X, like, Twitter needs to be taken down. Right? Because information is not filtered through the government first. She likes to hide things. I'm glad we got Twitter. I'm glad Elon Musk is fighting for free speech, because I want to know, like, what is going on? Like, would we have really known this if it wasn't on Twitter, if people weren't like posting this and sharing this to everybody and liking it to put it further into the algorithm, we know she just said something like that. You think CNN fake news is going to allow us to know what she just said? To me, this looks detrimental. Glenn Williams says she's hiding the cartel secret. I don't know, man. I don't know. Joseph, somebody said I look sleepy. Hey, I just woke up. You know, and y'all got to think, bro, we went live for like 4 hours. You know what I mean? Before, so my voice, you know what I mean? I got a little bit of sleep though, you know what I mean? And, you know, so we waking up and we finding out what's going on. We got an election coming up. We got to pay attention to.
Weeping may endure for a night. Weeping may endure for a night. But joy cometh in the morning. Joy cometh in the morning. And church morning is on its way. And church morning is on its way.
Yo, they be going in on her.
All right, so Kamala Harris got flustered in her latest rally where protests continue to disrupt her speeches. Also, she was asked a question about Prop 36 in California, which is a bill to tighten up the crime in this state because we know crime has been soft since she was the attorney general. You're going to want to hear her answer on that. And also, we get to hear from different voters in different battleground states slam Kamala Harris once again. Why don't we start with Prop 36 and what her answer was when the press asked her, which way is she voting?
Oh, yep. Shout out to Dupri. Shout out to Dupri.
Yes or no?
How did you vote on Prop 36?
So my ballot is on its way to California, and I'm going to trust the system that it will arrive there. And I am not going to talk about the vote on that because, honestly, it's the Sunday before the election, and I don't intend to create an endorsement one way or another around it. So, but I did vote.
This is why people don't trust Kamala Harris. This is why people feel they don't know Kamala Harris. And this is why they don't believe anything that she says. In fact, they call her a fake manufactured candidate in an empty suit. I mean, that is the first impression because she refuses to answer even some of the most simplest questions. I would think after her flip-flopping on so many positions, maybe it'd be smart for her to say yes, because we know she's not for Prop 36, because if she was, she would have said, yeah, I am for it. But again, this speaks to the issues people have with her. Anyways, what she is focused on is Donald Trump. Listen.
Mr. Ism said the puppet masters have pressed replay again. Jack said fake accent, fake and unelected.
To this.
President Donald Trump prematurely claimed victory in 2020. Just his comments in the past few days seem to suggest, that he is thinking about it. How will you and your campaign respond if he does the same thing again?
So here we are on the Sunday before the election, and I would ask, in particular, people who have not yet voted, to not fall for his tactic, which I think includes suggesting to people that if they vote, their vote won't matter. Suggesting to people that somehow the integrity of our voting system is not intact so that they don't vote. And again, I think that it is a tactic. It is meant to distract from the fact that we have and support free and fair elections in our country. We did in 2020. He lost. And the systems that are in place for this election in 2024 have integrity. They are good systems, and the vote of the people will determine the outcome of this election, and everyone must know that their vote is their power to determine the outcome of the election, and their vote will count. It does matter.
Yeah, but the problem is polling shows that Americans don't believe what she just said. They don't believe our elections are fair and
shout out to KP Nation.
Clear of corruption. And the reason why people feel that way is because there's zero transparency. I mean, these states could do a better job of being transparent on what's going on. But when they want to not include people in the process and they don't want to publish publicly what they're doing, they lead themselves open to criticism and then people concluding that there's something fishy going on. It's that simple. I mean, In the absence of transparency, conspiracies will start to rise. I mean, that's just what the facts are. So that obviously creates a lot of confusion when you're talking about 50 states. Now, meanwhile, what is not confusing at this point is what's happening at Kamala Harris's rallies over and over and over again. People don't like that she's the candidate because they know she's not going to do anything when it comes to the Hamas and Israel war. And here she is again getting interrupted, not once, but twice.
And if you are caring for an elderly parent, my plan will cover the cost of home care under Medicare.
Bro, I don't believe it. Like, we moving into an election, and look at the chat. Somebody said, I don't believe nothing she says. Manerio said that. That's crazy. Felix said, conspiracies rise because people are dumb AF. Zipper said, how about we do not fall for your tactic? And then YouTube is, said, if you post the password to voting machines on the website for all to see, I wouldn't call that safe and secure voting. Emma said, thug life. Scott said, she had her chance. Smokey says she's a liar. Demon Slayer said, liar. Randy Joseph said, this woman is not set to be president. EA said, I believe her. Black said, because they think it's all right to interrupt a woman. David said, I'm scared, man. Yo, I'm scared.
All good. You know what? One of the reasons we are...
Yo, Dimitri said, what'd she do to y'all? Wait, what you mean? Like...
are here is because we are fighting for a democracy and the right of people to speak their mind, but right now I am speaking. So bringing down the cost of living for you includes making sure that we are
Somebody said she hasn't done anything the past 4 years, and this is me being fair. She wasn't the president the past 4 years, but her administration that she was in did nothing, right? So, I mean, if she was an advisor to Joe Biden, shouldn't she have told him, like, yo, I don't really like this, I don't really like that, maybe we need to fix this? She should have did that.
Caring for those who are caring for others. It's okay, y'all. Democracy can be complicated. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And I'll tell you, a lot of how I think about these policies is based on my own experiences. When my mother was... She
is tired, y'all. Look, don't she seem tired? I mean, it's a lot of campaigning. We're going to be real. She is tired.
But twice.
And if you are caring for an elderly parent, my plan will cover the cost of home care under Medicare. It's all good. You know what? One of the reasons we are here is because we are fighting for a democracy and the right of people to speak their mind, but right now I am speaking.
Oh, you see that? Kamala, man.
It's all good. You know what? One of the reasons we are here is because we are fighting for a democracy and the right of people to speak their mind, but right now I am speaking. So bringing down the cost of living for you includes making sure that we are caring for those who...
Subscriber Maniero said, David Lee, he said, somebody said Kamala isn't built for the job. Smokey Payton says she loves the illegal immigrants. Jennifer Payne, shout out to you, said it's going to take 4 more years to fix the F up. Emma says she reminds me of the woman in the movie Lean on Me. Aaron Gomer says 4 more years with a puppet. Magic says she ain't built for that suit. Madigal said, Camilla, man. Randy Joseph, subscriber, says she fighting for power she wanted a long time ago. And then Jen says she's built like a 75. I can't say that, man. Aaron said Virginia for Trump.
Are caring for others. It's okay, y'all. Democracy can be complicated. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And I'll tell you, a lot of how I think about these policies is based on my own experiences. When my mother was sick, I took care of her. That's all right. It's all good. Hey, listen, it's all good. And look, we all
imagine if they try to push her through the election. Everybody's like upset and speaking out. She's like, it's all good. I'm just the president. You can't, I'm speaking. Like, y'all gonna lose your mind, bro. Imagine if she win. Y'all gonna lose y'all gonna be, I'm speaking. Then she gonna start giving you that attitude, like.
Want that war in the Middle East to end. We want the hostages home. And when I am president, I will do.
She want the war to end and the hostages home, bro. And they're literally in power now, and they haven't done it. Mafioso with the $5 donation said the MAGA Avengers is about to assemble on November 5th. Trump, Tulsi, Vivek, RFK, Musk, and JD Vance. The world is going to fear this administration. Bro, you gotta, like, Mafioso, this is an administration of change. Having Elon Musk on the board, like, thug life. Having him on there, like, having RFK revamp the FDA. These power elite are never gonna allow that to happen, bro. But we gotta vote. We gotta try it. You know what I'm saying? I understand we got the electoral college and all that, but we got to try. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Get out there, talk, spread the word. I'm trying, right? I haven't, I'm not even a real politics channel, but now I might change it into politics. I like politics, but I'm trying to spread the word because I feel like I'm tired of our food supply being like this. I don't like that, you know, they're putting all of these additives and stuff in our food. If the FDA is supposed to protect us, how is this happening? All these people coming down with cancer, bro, like type in cancer and scroll through TikTok. Mad people in the comments of people who have it talking about they have. This is like crazy, the amount of people that have cancer in America. A lot of this is stemming from the food. And they are never going to fix it. She came out earlier and got off the plane and went in on RFK and said, oh, do y'all really want this guy to be in control of the food supply? Her handlers are making her say that, allegedly. Thug life. Why would she come out and attack RFK? And she in a campaign for the presidency of the United States? That was the first thing she wanted to press upon. Like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. You don't want this food supply fixed. Why is that? If they would have been running saying like, oh, well, we're going to fix the food supply. It's a lot of stuff in our food that's outlawed in other countries and this and that. All right, I'll be more willing and susceptible to kind of, see what she's talking about. If they would have fixed the cost of food and everything, I'll be a little bit more susceptible to see what she's talking about. But she seems like you got to think, this is business as usual. The last 4 years, prices has gone through the roof. We reached upwards of 7% in interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That is very crazy. And so now interest rates are down, but they're still not as low as when Trump was in office. Prices are still staying high. Now she wants to talk about price fixing. Why didn't y'all do anything about price fixing beforehand? It's ridiculous. So now she wants to run off that. But she spent time out of her day not to digress, RFK, she wanted to spend time and say that he should not be heading the FDA. Like, what is up with her? Mafioso with the $2 donation said the left truly fears this Trump administration. They do. This is administration of change. And you got super popular people that everybody like watch and follow, want to be a part of it. You even got Ice Cube saying that Trump is willing to sit, like the Republicans are willing to sit down with him. Like, and the Democrats weren't willing to sit down with him to hear him out, like on like what can be done to rectify, you know, what happened with black people. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, you know what I mean? Like maybe reparations or at least putting money towards things that would further help us, because there's other laws in place to help other races. Maybe there should be a law in place to kind of help us. Like, you know what I mean? Like the country was built off the backs of black people. It was, you know what I'm saying? A lot of it. So, you know, y'all never want to give us anything, but y'all want our vote. Y'all want to be advocating for the crime bill, and then all of a sudden y'all locking up all African Americans. Y'all don't think that's a problem? That's a big problem. Trump goes ahead and signs the First Step Act, getting people out of jail. He's the racist. Does that make sense to y'all? That makes absolutely no sense. This is the party for change, the Kamala Harris Democratic Party with Tim Walz. If something like, and I'm just saying this is a hypothetical, I do not want anything to happen to any politician, right? If she becomes president and maybe, let's just say she starts getting mental faculty issues, right? Having mental deficit issues like what's going on with Biden and why he's not running. If that happens to her and Tim Walz has to take over, have you seen Tim Walz talk? I think I would not want Tim Walz to run this country at all. I don't want her. I don't think I'm not going to go as far as what people are saying, like, oh, she's a dunce, she's this and that. I'm just going to say she's not qualified for the position as the president of the United States. I don't think she is. This is business as usual. Maybe some people like that. I don't know. I ain't really rocking with business as usual.
Everything in my power to make it so.
Yeah, now if you haven't caught...
Yeah, I seen that 702 Smo. He said, nah, you hear they trying to say Trump has dementia. Bro, yeah, and then he did like she wants to see Trump's medical records, but she didn't want to see Biden's medical records. Trump could do a 3-hour Joe Rogan interview. You can't even do that. And do rallies and, you know, all of that like mixed in, and do other podcasts. Like, bro, we were live for 4 hours, right? My voice is almost gone. Trump can still talk. He's still talking. He's live right now talking. But they want to see his medical records. Make it make sense.
On what will happen is they've trained the audience in the crowd. When people start to interrupt and protest or boo, they have to try to drown out those voices by screaming Kamala, Kamala, Kamala over and over and over again. And of course it interrupts her speech. She's reading from a teleprompter, but it doesn't take away from what the real issue here is. She's not a candidate that people trust. We're going to get to later.
Subscribe to the channel if y'all can. Hit the like button. I see a couple of people in here hitting the hearts, hitting the emojis. If y'all can do that, that'll push the video out. We've been getting like some pretty decent views on the channel, and that's all I would say attributed thanks to y'all, like hitting the hearts, hitting the emojis, hitting the confetti, all of that. You know what I mean? It works. Shout out to y'all.
Here in this video, I'm talking about people from...
And you know what I'm saying? Before we get back to this, we got 100,000 subscribers on the channel. Doug Life, 7.1 million views in less than 30 days. This is y'all. Shout out to Britt B. Appreciate you. Scott Stewart said Trump does nothing. A subscriber said Trump does nothing but talk. What promises were kept last time? Like, I mean, Do you remember how you lived last time? And I did want to give him a little bit of attention. Do you remember how you lived? Do you feel like interest rates were higher or lower when he was in office? I think he started slashing a lot of red tape. He made promises to do that for business. People who wanted to start businesses, he did that. So what are you talking about? He said he's going to make it easier for people to start businesses. He did. He said he was going to, help at the border and shore up the border. He did. What are you talking about? What promises did he not make that he didn't like follow through with? I'm trying to figure out what you talking about. Do you remember like the border was more secure? Do you remember that? I remember that. We're in trouble now. You know why? Because the Democratic Party got in office and undid all of his border policies so that they can try to implement their own legislation that's got like little lines and everything written in for their donors and their friends and big, thick packets of legislation to try to fix something that was already fixed. So, you trust that, sir? Just asking. You know what I mean? Just want to give you a little bit of time on that. Smokey Payton said Trump is the greatest president ever. He is the president that had no new wars like under his watch. No new wars under his watch. That's major. It's major. Sound like young Dolph. That's major. It is. Bringing people home. Got rid of ISIS. He said he was going to... a dude that was talking, what promises that Trump followed through with that he said, remember ISIS? Remember Obama was having a problem with ISIS? Remember Trump said, I will get rid of ISIS. Where's ISIS at? They're gone. When is the Democrats don't even talk about ISIS because there is no ISIS. They're gone because of President Trump. Thug life. When you're tired of hearing all that, saying, oh, we got ISIS, we got ISIS, we got ISIS. When you're tired of hearing that, Trump like, we ain't about to have ISIS no more. Military, do what y'all got to do. I want a result, and they're gone. Big Wave Dave with the $5 donation. Appreciate you. Congrats, Piper Boy. I voted today and blasted burdens at Biden too as I was rolling out for the long A line. Shout out to you, bro. I'm about to like that comment that you just put up. Appreciate you for supporting the channel, sponsoring this. And then Britt said, keep letting the idiots know what's up. They just, you know what it is? I think either people are really uninformed. Sometimes people are uninformed. They don't know. Like, and I can't like really get on to him and certain people because I didn't know. Like there was time, I voted for Obama. Like I didn't know what was up. You know what I'm saying? Like you being the media, that they control a lot. Look at, they control like the hip hop industry. They do. Thug life, they do. They control the hip hop industry. They try to come into battle rap. The Democrats had the two popular battle rappers rapping for Joe Biden. They try to infiltrate anything that they can. So you got like an urban media, like, or what people watch generally, CNN, if they watch news, MSNBC, this is what they're going to be watching. The Breakfast Club, this is what these are liberal. So they don't even know they're being indoctrinated. Music artists. Like all the music artists that are, you know what I mean, present, look where they at. They're on the podium, Beyonce. Glorilla out there performing. Usher out there giving a speech. Lizzo out there giving a speech. Quavo out there. Like, come on now. So it's indoctrination. So I think people they just may be uninformed. Because it's sad. You know what I mean? It's sad. But shout out to you, Britt B. I appreciate that. Yeah, but that's what we here for, Britt. To keep them informed in the chat and keep them informed in the video.
Michigan, Muslim Americans, even younger voters don't believe she's going to do
Sean Mayberry, which is a member. Shout out to you, Sean Mayberry. I appreciate you for being a member on this channel. He said, you get priority with questioning and everything. He said, when the last time you seen that terror alert color thing they used to drop daily? Exactly. Thug life. You better listen to Sean Mayberry. Wait a minute. Y'all remember that when Obama was in office? Even Bush. Remember all the alerts? Where they at? Right where? Right chair, right where? Trump got rid of all that and was bringing people home. You remember that? Like, come on. Come on. And then Mafioso with the $5 donation. Appreciate you. Said Democrat voters emotional, weak men and angry women. Republic voters strong, logical thinking men and hot women. I don't know. I don't want to. You know, they got they got Sarah Silverman on that side. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't really say all that. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think the Democratic message has been effective this campaign. It's me personally. I don't think so. But shout out to you, Sean Mayberry, for being a member on the channel. You know, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? So I do want to give you priority when you make comments and stuff like that. Shout out to Mayberry.
About the Hamas and Israel war. And again, part of it is just how fake she is as a candidate. I told you, she's like a robot. And how do we know that to be true? Because it's just not my opinion. Look at her behavior. Last Sunday, she rolled up in a black church, switched up her accent, and started preaching verses from the Bible. Here she is again, doing the same thing in Detroit. Watch.
But in times of uncertainty, we are reminded weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning, and church morning is on its way.
Weeping may endure.
God bless Detroit, and may God bless the United States. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
My bad. I had to block somebody from the channel because they're just sitting here trolling.
The path may...
Respect VA said facts. Scott Stewart said, I'm Republican and tired of the BS.
seem hard, the work may seem heavy, but joy cometh in the morning, and church morning is on its way.
And that's the big contrast between her and Donald Trump is he is an individual that people love or hate him. There's no in between. And the reason why that is because he's authentic. I find the most authentic people out there are people who are going to have people who either love them or hate them.
Thank y'all for hitting the hearts, hitting the likes.
They are going to say what they think. They're going to do what they want to do. And some people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it. I mean, that is just the bottom line. And that's why in Pennsylvania, Trump is doing amazing. He has a huge connection there because we know he survived his first assassination attempt there. And of course, this isn't just my opinion. Even a Democratic senator is saying something like that. John Fetterman. Listen to this.
Now, back in 2016, when Trump won Pennsylvania, you said your party wasn't connecting with voters enough that it needs. What are you seeing now? Are you seeing any of the same warning signs in 2024?
No, there's nothing new here. You know, I've said the same thing in 2016. I've said that it's going to be really close. I mean, there's an issue there. And I said that it's going to be very close in 2020. And of course it was. And I've been saying this, whether it was Biden or then became Harris, I said it's going to be very close. And Trump definitely has a connection with voters here in Pennsylvania.
Hey, Robert Hines, Sarah Silverman responded to me on Twitter like earlier in the year. But like she, I mean, I think she ain't bad looking at all. Like, shout out to Sarah Silverman. But you know, I don't like her opinions. You know what I mean, on politics. I think she gets on. She used to get on Twitter. Shout out to her. But she used to get on Twitter and just bully people. You know, she's got an enormous fan base. So like, if you didn't agree with her, she would like get on there and bully you. And when Twitter was like, when it was Twitter and the liberals like ran it, like she was able to get away with a lot of that. And now that it's kind of like a open forum now, and now that Elon Musk is running it, she kind of calmed down. She dialed back because she will get, you know, hit with community guidelines just like anybody else. Like if she's like bullying people, you know, they don't care whether or not you like a super celebrity or not. You can't just get on there and just bully people, you know. So she kind of calmed down on that. But before, you know, Twitter files, remember when the Twitter files came out and then they showed that the government was actually paying Twitter to suppress Republican posts and paying Twitter to have people suspended, you know. So I think now that they don't control Twitter, she's kind of like, you know, it's like a checks and balance with her. So now she's very lenient, I would say, because she doesn't have large latitude to do whatever she wanted to do.
And that's why it's going to be close.
It's not just the connection that Trump has with people in Pennsylvania. It's also this connection he now has with Jewish voters, because they have seen the incompetence from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as they continue to drag their feet with the support for Israel. That's just bottom line.
I was in Pennsylvania recently talking to Jewish voters. I want to play just some of what...
I also want to ask y'all, in the chat, I'm asking y'all, right? Let me know in the chat. I'm watching everybody. When y'all... So it seemed like a lot of people is on the short feed. So YouTube has been messaging creators, like telling us to like, you know, kind of like utilize shorts and stuff like that. And I see... You know, because people like TikTok, so they may try to get that experience on YouTube. Let me know if y'all like horizontal videos or y'all like the live feed type videos, like, you know what I'm saying, like the shorts type videos. Let me know if y'all just get on here and go straight to the shorts, or if y'all actually, you know, just watch regular form videos. Like, I'm looking in the chat to see what y'all think.
One told me about why she left your Democratic Party.
I left the Democratic Party because in the current political climate, I do not believe they are.
Dupri said you don't like horizontal. Okay. So you don't like so you like it when the video is shorter. So you like vertical. I'm just, you know, I like to talk to the chat, man. A lot of creators, y'all be like super chatting and stuff, like they don't even talk to y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be one of them creators. You know, because I feel like the channel is getting to where it is because of the people who are subscribed and people that, you know, may come in and want to talk, you know, drop a comment in here, like spreading love, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get to everybody if I can. Respect VA said live feed. AQEF said live. None of you said every poll I've come across that has Trump in the lead by a lot. Yeah, but they're going to try to do something with the delegates, you know, and, Gian said straight live or regular form. Big Wave said live is live, doesn't matter to me. Louis said no shorts, regular. Steven Jr. said I like having access to both. Britt B said I like the regular videos. Emma said live, horizontal. Okay. All right. And then Meme said Trump. Mike Valentino said regular form, but I would end up watching like 2 hours of shorts. Okay. Yeah, that's what they it seemed like that's what they trying to do, like in competing with TikTok. They're not saying it, but that's what I think they're trying to do. And then Richard Mitchell said live. I really don't like short videos. Okay. Chan said live. Nadia said live. Mafia also live feed. Okay. And then Dupri said, oh, wait, I don't like vertical. Okay, you don't like vertical. And then Smoke, live feed. Okay, all right. But I'm asking y'all this because, so what people are cautious about, right? A reason why people don't want to do, and this is just me being like real with y'all. A lot of people don't want to do the vertical form because you may get subscribers, but they may not watch horizontal video. You see what I'm saying? That's why I want to ask y'all what y'all think about it. Because like I see people like Angry Man, right? And it's not going in on you, Angry. Let me give y'all an example. Let me show y'all this. Because I've been watching people that go vertical. And I've even had it to where like I put videos up and it hasn't gotten a lot of traction, but then if I go vertical, I'll get a lot of traction. So it depends. So he's live now, right? Vertical. Like most of his content has turned towards vertical. He's staying away from doing regular uploads now because it's the view difference, right? So he's getting like big numbers, big views, doing it like this, like vertical. See what I'm saying? To give you just to demonstrate, he's vertical, right? Now, if you go to his regular videos, his views are nowhere near his lives, right? Nowhere near it. So that's why I'm wondering, like, do y'all watch when people upload? Because I mean, he's not the only one. It's like a lot of people like that. Like, y'all don't be really watching like that when people upload. But if they go vertical, the views get crazy. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking y'all. Because some people, they may just be like, yo, I like this video. Maybe I'll watch it later. And then they stay on the shorts feed. Well, he got 80,000 views, like all of that, 80,000 views, 66,000 views, you know. So I was just wondering, like, what y'all think. And somebody said, I like the vertical setting. Okay. All right. Old school said that. Tony Carter. Then it said, that is interesting. I think it should stick to TikTok. But you got to understand, like, TikTok is growing, right? So they got a lot of users. And if you YouTube, you get a lot of ad revenue. Right? You're going to get a lot of ad revenue from, you know what I mean, people, your users, so you don't want to lose users. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a loser. I was going to say all you know what I mean? Like, correct that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to, you know, lose, like, users. So I think they may, because, you know, we looking at it, we just viewing content, but they may be looking at it from a business perspective, like, we got to do something. Right? So William Evans said you're blocked. Who are you talking to? Jennifer said what you do is you. You said the shorts get my attention on an issue I might want to see and look into. Okay. All right.
Seriously supporting the Jewish community. They are not seriously engaging with us.
Now, I should say that she is voting for Harris because she says she can't stand Donald Trump. But that might not always be the case. What is your message to Jewish voters who are concerned about supporting Kamala Harris in Pennsylvania? 300,000 Jewish voters there.
Well, I know we've had a conversation about the situation. And
Gian said, I'm actually giving free game. Yeah, I mean, like, it's what it is, you know? So so what they're trying to do with YouTube, because I think once they do this, you guys are going to see a lot more people in the shorts feed. They're going to probably spend more time doing it. So they're trying to increase revenue for people that are in the shorts feed. Because in our reality, this is me being 100% transparent with y'all. Like, I make way more money, like, if I go horizontal. Like, it's like when it's like big screen. You see what I'm saying? Like, way more money doing it, even if it's less views. But the thing that's been keeping me like this, because the super chats and, you know, the memberships and stuff like that, that's why I just, like, stayed like this for a while. And, you know, the subscribers, you get, like, more subscribers, depending on if they like your content. It don't work for everybody just doing vertical, right? But once they can try to figure out a way to get close to the same amount of money in shorts feed, people aren't going to do horizontal no more because there's no real benefit. Because you got to think, like, if I'm doing horizontal videos and I do it for a whole month, I might get like 200 subscribers, maybe. But like going vertical, I got like, what does it say? 27,973 subscribers in 3 weeks. So it's a big difference. You know what I mean? But it's not really worth, and shout out to y'all for, I see somebody like hitting the hearts liking the video. To me, it's not, you know, I mean, it's good having like new people in, but it may not be worth like having subscribers if they're not going to watch the horizontal. You see what I'm saying? Like, some people may, but if they're just going to stay on the short feed, it may not be worth doing it. To be real, like, this is me being like honest about it, you know? So if they can do something with the revenue and make it like close or comparable, then, you know what I mean, maybe people will continue to do short feeds. And I even see it, like, people who do shorts and then you go to their channel and they upload, they be having like 300 views. I'll be like, what? It'd be crazy. I know y'all didn't seen it. Like, yo, like this is a dope video they dropped, right? They got the music, they got the short, you know what I mean? Maybe motivational, whatever. And then you go to the channel. I see the 100s. Y'all putting up the 100s. Y'all see what I'm talking about? And then you go to the channel and then you go to the video tab to see, okay, like what are they uploading? And it'd be like 200 views. And you'd be like, what? And then you go back to their shorts and it'd be like tens of thousands of views. So like, I don't know if YouTube low key kicks you out of the algorithm if you do shorts, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's just people just stay on the shorts tab and they don't do the home tab. You know what I mean? Shout out to Deontay Kennedy, a member on this channel. I appreciate you, all your support. He said, shout out to Piper Boy, Thug Life. Shout out to you, bro. There's people like you that keep me, you know what I mean, going on the channel. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, bro.
With Israel and Gaza and that situation. And I've disagreed.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing both. I'm definitely doing both.
With the president, anyone about this. You know, I've been a very consistent kind of voice throughout all of this. Been on the.
Can I get 100 subscribers? Y'all trying to play me? Subscribe to the channel, Thug Life. Hit the like button. Why y'all trying to play? Yeah, I done got 100,000 subscribers now. People getting mad. We ain't about to subscribe to him no more. Stop playing. Y'all act like I'm at 1 million. But then another thing I do want to say too, right? Before we get back to the videos. All right, so because you got to study the YouTube game. He got 741,000 subscribers. He's almost at 1 million subscribers, right? So he got like 7 YouTube plaques, right? And he ain't really getting, like, his subscribers not really reflecting his uploads. So that tells me the people that are subscribed to him are shorts people. Because his shorts be doing low-key views, right? But his lives is where the views are. And his content low-key the same. But it's the vertical. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. YouTube, y'all got to fix that. Y'all really got to fix that. You know, but let's get back to Dupri and see what he's talking about.
For Israel. And now we have a diversity of opinion with the Democratic Party, and it is possible that may have alienated some members of the Jewish community, but my voice is only my voice. And I've been committed. I'm following, I'm going to follow Israel throughout all of this. So my opinion isn't really likely going to change. And it is absolutely an issue here throughout the election.
And so the bigger question is, will this obviously impact the election results, right? It remains to be seen. I just think there's too many variables that are going against the Democratic Party in this election. And I think that's going to impact what's going on. And one of the other things going against them is this huge shift of men leaving the Democratic.
Hey, I'm about to get this Tesla person up out of here that's spamming. I'm about to get that person up out of here.
Party.
They actually watch my chat. Like, don't come in here spamming. I can't see everybody else.
And part of the reason is because the Democratic Party
Reem said, yeah, we reacted to the Cardi B video.
Refuses.
Mafioso said, hit the like button and subscribe. Shout out to you, Mafioso.
To look in the mirror and actually understand what they have done to create this type of issue for themselves. And an example of why they're so out of touch is just look at Kamala Harris's husband. Here's what he had to say about men supporting Donald Trump and not Kamala Harris.
What I talk to young men about who might be taken by the, fun side of Donald Trump, such as it is, the dancing, the going to the wrestling matches, going on the podcasts, and trying to portray himself as someone who he really is. And I think Cardi B called this out and said it's just all a hustle. Mm-hmm. And so what I'm trying to implore young men in particular to do the research. Wow. He's not your friend. The policies that he's talking about will not help them in the economy. The policies that he's talking about have nothing to do with them.
That's why men are supporting Trump, because they have done their research and they compare the results of Trump and they compare the results of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and they say, oh, this is an easy choice. I'm going to go with Trump because he's not making me feel guilty for being a man, right? Because that's what the Democratic Party have done. And the other thing about young men is they're more likely to be patriotic. And so when they hear a governor speaking this way. No wonder they don't like the Democrats anymore. Listen to this.
And remind everybody, if you're voting for these Republicans in New York, you are voting for someone who supports Donald Trump, and you're anti-woman, you're anti-abortion, and basically you're anti-American because you have just trashed American values and what our country is all about.
So now we're anti-American. This is the same governor that said black kids in New York don't even know what a computer is, by the way. And that's why I say voters are not buying this hateful rhetoric. They're thinking about what's going on when it comes to their bank account, what's going on with immigration, their future. Here is an example of that.
Every day, the ads, masses of flyers, text, and mail.
Do you read it all?
No. Maybe a few months ago, but now it's become overwhelming.
And for Jalbert, who works 3 jobs to make ends meet for his young family, none of these ads are changing his mind.
We were thriving under Trump's administration, and right now we aren't. You know, I'm a regular guy. I'm a working class guy, so I can't sit here and, explain economics to you. But as a regular guy, I can say, under this administration, we're thriving. Now we aren't.
And it's just that simple. Like you've heard a lot in politics, it's the economy, stupid, right? And I still believe the fundamentals are going to reign supreme in this election unless there's some type of outlier that takes place. People are up at night, not because of abortion, not because their rights are being taken away, not because of Project 2025. It's how am I going to pay rent? How am I going to pay for this? What's going on with my future financially? That's what makes people so stressed. So here is another voter talking about immigration.
Yo, what are you talking about, Michael? He said ain't no man gonna listen to a woman, bro. What did you say?
But Trump has made gains with the black and Latino vote, especially on immigration.
I'm very disappointed. I don't believe anymore on the Democrat Party because they promise and promise and they never do anything. So I'm voting for Donald Trump.
So President Trump has basically said he'll deport millions and millions of people.
Well, he said that the first time, too, when he was president.
So you don't think he's going to do that? You think he's actually going to help people who are here?
He go after.
Why would the, reporter say that? But he's saying he's going to deport millions of people. Why are you saying it to him?
Criminals.
So you think he's just going to deport people who are criminals? Or
yes.
Now, we know what the media is trying to do is scare people with the rhetoric that Trump is going to deport people when we know he's not going to deport everyone that came into this country. It's the criminals who are causing havoc or have a history of causing havoc. We're going to get those people out first. And I'm all for that. And most Americans are all for that, by the way. All right. So we heard about the economy and the immigration. And again, if she loses, one of the big questions is why did she not address the policy conversation, especially when it comes to the economy and immigration? Why didn't they not coach her on having better explanations of?
Scott Stewart in the comments said the economy is in the hardest financial crisis since the Great Depression. Christopher Marcus said, I'm definitely concerned with the 2025 plan. Christopher, did you not see the video of Trump saying that that's not his plan? We've played it 12 times. That's some Kamala Harris rhetoric. That's not true. That's not his plan.
Why she would be different from Joe Biden. And I think the reason why she was never...
BM said, I completely understand why you moved away from battle rap. They are professional. I didn't really move away from battle rap. I kind of, I technically I did. It's just, I got to the point to where I felt like I was being scammed, with events and, so it's going to make me say something, you know what I mean? And potentially get sued because I'm going to be calling these people scammers, so I just and I kind of the last couple videos of battle rap I did, I basically said I was scammed, by a lot of events, people not showing up, all of that. So yeah, I did kind of move away from it for a minute, but if it gets lit or something going on, I'll talk about it still. You know what I mean? It's just that right now we got the election coming up and entertainment news is a lot bigger than battle rap, so, and then somebody in battle rap told me I had to talk about battle rap. So I'm nah, I'm a YouTuber. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I just showed them, you know?
Never going to have the proper explanations. It's because the Democratic...
And you never let somebody stop you or tell you what you can accomplish and what you can't accomplish. And then I got to a position to where I'm doing more views than battles. You know what I mean? So now it kind of doesn't make sense. You know, I'll talk about it just because I like it, you know what I mean, every once in a while. But it doesn't make sense for me to talk about it anymore because I do more views than the battle. So I'm becoming more popular than the battler. You see what I'm saying? Certain battlers. So when I'm helping battlers by talking about them and you don't want me to use your footage, that's a problem. Like, you're not thinking at that point. And it's a lot of people that own leagues that just don't think.
Party, they are delusional. Here's an example of that.
Senator, 66%.
Yeah, exactly. Scott said reporters should stick with the news and not their opinion.
Of voters believe the country is on the wrong track. As you know, historically, incumbent parties don't win re-election when the number is that high. Do you believe that Vice President Harris should have distanced herself more from President Biden and sooner?
I believe, as this poll indicates, that this is a change election. And the voters in that regard have a very clear choice. They are saying that they want to turn the page.
That's right. We want to turn the page on the failed policies of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But what he was about to say was turn the page on Donald Trump. But Donald Trump has not been the president over the past 4 years. So it's turned him into a naive party. And I think it should be used as a case study of what not to do moving forward because politics have changed in America. So that is my opinion on this. We got to see in this video. And
shout out to you, bro. All right, let's get to this. This is the video I wanted to play.
Good afternoon, guys. I have two videos that I'm going to show you. I had a very fiery interaction with a liberal this morning. This is not foreign for me. It happens. People look at me, they assume that because I'm black and because I'm a black female, obviously I'm a Democrat. So these attacks tend to happen, but not as ferocious as today's attack. And we're sitting at the table, we're kind of mulling over some of the questions and answers from the interview. And at some point I say, you know, as a conservative woman, I could never vote for Kamala Harris because of, and I gave reasons, right? And then this white woman sitting next to me leans over. And this is where you will see the first video pick up when she leans into me, so much so that I have to pull back, right? And she says, unless she's running against a convicted felon, a criminal. So rather than be triggered by this, I just retort with a joke. But now I see you can't joke with liberals because when they say something, they mean it. And they don't find the humor in anything, or they don't get it when you're trying to de-escalate things and just really, you just need to come out and say, stay in your lane. You know, you need to just be aggressive. So I said to her, I said, oh, you mean like the criminal that she currently serves with, Joe Biden? So, you know, my table, we laughed. It was, you know, it was a little funny, but that set her off. You know, you would think that she'd have the wherewithal to just say, you know what, all right. But no, she said, are you serious? She came in my face. Are you serious? You really aren't kidding, are you? And I said, no, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. And she said, for real? And I said, for real, for real.
She better than me.
I can't wait to see
get in my
footage.
face in public. You getting pushed.
Yeah, Mark said it. It's like
no, don't put your hands on somebody that's getting into your face, bro. Like just I mean, if she touches you, then you know, what I mean, hey, back up, but don't put your hands on nobody.
Your mama joking, then when someone say it back, you get all rowdy and mad about it.
You're not getting in my face in public.
The party of
acceptance
and, you know, thinking differently, and then black people think different, and then now it's just like Let's burn this whole place down.
Wax.
It's like, bruh.
Let's see what happens.
That doesn't make sense.
So I called it right. And am I a liberal? Do I disagree? Are you a Democrat? Yes, I am. Okay. So the only people, so I work for the government. The only people who ever challenged me. Why did you do so many people who ever just shut your mouth. It means that you understand what someone can make. Okay. I think we know it. Sex offender. Espionage, indicted for espionage. Like I said.
What?
Like I said, the only people who
Ooh, if I had that hot coffee in my hand.
Somebody said no country would listen to her.
Democrat women. I am a 35-year national security.
I'm throwing that hot coffee.
National security.
No, don't throw the hot coffee, Cartier.
Expert. Oh, you're so smart. Who you are. Okay, well, you're clear on that?
Everybody can leave. Boy, that was hot.
No.
Hold on, what y'all think about this though? Like they going in. Hold on.
Serious. And she said, for real? And I said, for real, for real.
She better than me.
I can't wait to
You
see
get in
the
my face in
footage.
public, you getting pushed.
Yeah, Bark said it. It's like telling her your mama joke, and then when someone say it back, you get all rowdy and mad about it.
Hey, yo, I found out about these things, right? Like these little the plaques. So you gotta actually ask them for the plaque. They don't just send it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like contact them and ask them to give me a plaque. I guess because they're expensive, and then it takes like 3 weeks. So it takes like 10 days for them to process that you actually are over 100,000 subscribers. And then like once that is done, then you can apply, right? You ask for a link or whatever, and they give you, you know what I mean, a link. You can apply for the plaque. Then they go through your channel to make sure like you, and then they, you know what I'm saying, they send you the plaque. So I thought like when you just hit 100,000, they just send it to you. It ain't like that.
Public.
The party of
acceptance,
and you know thinking differently, and then black people think different, and then now it's just like let's burn this whole place down.
Wax.
It's like, bruh.
Let's see what happens.
That doesn't make sense.
So I called it right. And am I a liberal? Do I disagree? Are you a Democrat? Yes, I am. Okay. So the only people, so I work for the government. The only people who ever challenged me. Why did you do so many people who ever just shut your mouth. It means that you understand what someone can make. Okay. I think we know it. Sex offender. Espionage, indicted for espionage. Like I said, the only people who
Ooh, if I had that hot coffee in my hand.
Democrat women. I am a 35-year national security.
Nah, she doing too much. She doing my. Tell her what it is. Thug life. We vote for Trump. You better sit there with your little drink and drink your drink and leave me alone. Thug life. Get out my business. I would be like, I'm not voting for somebody that was with the crime bill that said they don't want their kid to go to a jungle with black kids. I'm not about to be voting for the people that was on that side. Thug life. I'm voting for the person that did the First Step Act. The country was better. Like, I'm going in. The border was shored up. They done undid the border. Like, what you talking about, lady? You don't know what is in your drink? Is it vodka? Because you don't know what's going on. Thug life, don't be talking to me like that. With your cashmere shirt on. I don't care about your cashmere shirt. What you mean I'm not educated?
I'm throwing that hot coffee.
National security expert. Oh, you're so smart.
Deontay Kennedy, member on the channel, shout out to you, said, Thug life, we are voting for the felon. Facts.
Who you are. Okay, well, you're clear on that?
Everybody can leave. Boy, that was hot.
No. Thank you. Will you tell her we were having a private conversation before she
So she wasn't even involved.
And we having a private conversation, so we got an AB conversation, so won't you see your way out, lady? Don't be talking mess to me. Don't be talking mess to me.
In the conversation.
She just butted in. She was like,
"Oh wow!"
Yeah. So she asked to give.
Wow.
She
had to give her expert Karen opinion.
This is textbook Karen activity.
We were having a private conversation before she came over in my face saying, am I serious? So no, don't talk to me. Talk to her. You and I already know. You and I already know who is the one. Yeah, you and I already know. So take your attention right over here.
Yeah, see, they trying to do the race thing. Like, oh, it's got to be the black person that's getting, that's the problem. No, put your attention towards that lady that wanted to, this is what they do. They be getting all slick, talking, get people mad, and then try to act like they ain't, like, she the problem. Like, that's where your attention need to be, whoever you is talking to her. She need to be removed. That's right. Your attention need to be on her. We ain't always wrong.
She wasn't even involved
at the table.
in the conversation.
She just butted in. She was like,
"Oh wow!"
Yeah. So she asked to give.
She had to give her expert Karen opinion.
This is textbook Karen activity.
We were having a private conversation before she came over in my face saying, am I serious? So no, don't talk to me. Talk to her. You and I already know. You and I already know who is the one. Yeah, you and I already know. So take your attention right over here. Right over here. Denial.
Yeah.
Watch out,
Stand up on her.
Yeah. You're trying me. You're trying me. No, why do you keep looking at me when she's the one agitating it? No.
Because they're racist.
If you're going to be a mediator, then do it correctly. Address the person who you clearly see got up and got in my face. Man, go sit down somewhere. Placating to these people.
Doug Life! Sit down somewhere. I want to hear what you got to say. Doug Life, like this lady wrong. Don't placate to this lady. I'm sorry, they got me mad now. I need some water.
I like her.
Nah,
she reminds me of my mama.
She stood on business.
She reminds me of my mama.
No, the girl had a Trump hat on that was sitting at her table though. That's probably why she was triggered.
I'm not gonna lie though. Nobody should be able to get in your face in a public space.
Again, that shows who's divisive. If a Republican sees a Kamala Harris Waltz hat, they're not gonna say anything. But if you see, maybe under their breath, but they're not gonna say. They're actually not gonna go up to him and be upset. But if someone sees you wearing a Trump hat, they might say something to you, and then they will turn around and call you divisive. That's crazy.
The manager asks her friend, I'm quiet. The manager asks her friend what happened. Her friend tells the manager they were having a private conversation and my girlfriend went left. She did. She went off on the woman. She tells the manager this. He makes the decision to have them move. Okay? So he understands at this point she's the aggressor. He didn't see the other time she got in my face, but he understands she clearly started this exchange, this volatile exchange. So they're moving. That's fine. I'm wondering why she's even allowed to stay in the restaurant, right? So what you will not see is that my friend stopped recording it because we thought the whole thing was over. But no, She comes back to the table and she gets in my face one last time to tell me.
Then I sucked
and
it.
For the record, I am not a white liberal, whatever. I don't know. I just saw black. I just went, if the whole thing was a blur. I don't even know if she said that. It sounded like she said it. I don't know. I just had to tell myself, Nat, I just got up. And
she said that.
Look, even though I know what she wanted. She wanted me to hit her. I'm not going to hit you. I got too much to lose, girl. I'm just like you.
Yeah, she was pushing for that. She was pushing for that. She's trying to get her locked up.
too much to lose. But the moment you put your hands on me, I'm gonna let you have all this. And I told the manager that. And do you know what he said to me? He's like, well, threats aren't going to help the situation. No, what would help is if you asked her to leave, because even though you have separated her from us, the woman still came over here. And I'm letting you know that if you do not do something right now, if you do not get her out of this restaurant, she is going to feel the weight. Because it's just not going to go right. Right? So he handled that. Tata's manager handled that poorly.
I like you, Annette. I ride with you.
She's done on business.
I like you a lot. You know,
she should have beat us. No, I'm just playing.
She held her composure better than me because if some
She's
random
Adidas
stranger
down every day. Have you peeped that? She got the stripes on the hat on the shirt.
This probably the same day though.
No, but in the argument she had it on
it's
too.
the same day.
Oh, well.
Gotta be the same day.
No, I'm not gonna lie, Annette. You're better than me because if someone start hooting and hollering and calling me, getting me riled up, and I got hot coffee in my hand, the coffee ain't gonna be in that cup too much longer.
Yeah, but you can't do stuff like that, bro. You can't like just like assault somebody because of words, man. Like you gotta use your words, you know. And I mean, she is kind of like wilding. This lady wilding, y'all. Like, all right, she wilding. I mean, she could have the coffee right there. She could have been like, get away. I'm sorry. I was threatening my space, my personal space. Nah, but you don't want to do it. She tried everything she could. Hold on, I'm about to put her on. I'm about to put her face up there. Hold on. 'Cause you ain't about to get away with this, lady. You ain't about to get away with this. Your face about to be up there. She wilding, y'all.
She'll be wearing it.
Donald Trump, I hate you.
Ew.
You will never be president again.
Ew.
You bastard, you costed me my dad. My dad was the most important person in the world to me, but now his colors are finally out. I hate you, you
orange
pumpkin bed.
She called him an orange pumpkin bed. She is wild for that. No, she did not, bruh. No. Tell me she didn't say that, y'all. Respect VA. Tell me she didn't. She said, you orange pumpkin bitch. Yo.
Will never be president again.
Ew.
You bastard, you costed me my dad. My dad was the most important person in the world to me, but now his colors are finally out. I hate you, you
orange
pumpkin bed.
Yo, I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life.
What did he do to her dad?
Businessman. You
got hot coffee in my hand.
Hold on, we gotta hear that again. She is wild. Yo, I ain't never. Hold on, that's the. Hey, I know she kind of wilding right now. But that's the, I've never heard nobody say nothing like that. That was creative. You orange pumpkin, like, bruh.
Donald Trump,
Yo. You get mad at somebody, and that's the word to you. You orange pumpkin.
Hate you.
Ew.
You will never be president again.
Ew.
You bastard, you costed me my dad. My dad was the most important person in the world to me, but now his colors are finally out. I hate you, you
orange
pumpkin bed.
This look like the assassin.
Mental
I
illness.
hate you, you stupid.
What did he do to her dad?
Businessman.
Her dad likes Trump. She
You
hates her dad now.
second
It's Trump's
me.
fault.
You and all of your
But your dad's
Trump
divisive.
supporters. You.
She has a mental illness. She has a real mental
These are
illness.
the type of people. If you cut somebody off because of who they choose for president, and then you call them divisive, brother, my brother, Jesus H. Christ. What could these people? What I mean. I don't mean to use the Lord's name
These
in
people are
vain.
dumb, bro.
But
Calling
dang,
somebody an
These
orange
people are dumb.
pumpkin,
These
like,
people are
yo, that y'all white people be creative with y'all insults, bro. Thug life, y'all be creative. I would have thought in a million years to call somebody an orange pumpkin, bro. Like, that's crazy. You orange pumpkin. She was wilding. She was like, she was going in, bro.
mentally ill.
The fact that the liberal Karen white lady argument to the black lady was, well, I mean, you're gonna vote for the convicted
She
felon.
said you're not educated. They love to say that. Like,
he has
what makes you
felonies.
think you're more educated than someone? Like, I really would like to know, because you Google
She
search.
did, bro. Like, she went off. Like, she spit on the phone and everything. She was wilding.
Never be president again.
Ew.
You bastard, you costed me my dad. My dad was the most important person in the world to me, but now his colors are finally out. I hate you, you
Orange
pumpkin bed.
Person is actually mentally ill.
This look like the assassin.
This is mental
I
illness.
hate you, you stupid
what did he do to her
failed
dad?
Her dad
businessman.
likes Trump. So she
You
hates her dad now. It's
second
Trump's
me.
fault.
You and all of your
But your dad's
Trump
divisive?
supporters. You.
She has a mental illness. She has a real mental
These are the type
illness.
of people.
She crying
if you cut
because
somebody off because of who they choose for president, and then you call them divisive, brother, my brother, Jesus H. Christ. What could these people? What I mean.
I got to get out of here. Shout out to y'all, man. Like, subscribe to the channel if y'all can. She is wilding. So we ended up seeing some things that's going on today. I'm gonna make another blog. It's about like entertainment, and then we gonna get back into politics and stuff later. And then I gotta go see a movie, man. But shout out to everybody.